welcome back to day 16 of Christmas in July 2025. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Chris O'Neill, and let's get started. So today we're going to talk all about prepping a space for sewing, especially when you're going to have a big sewing day. This is the stuff I do. I'd love to hear what you do too, so make sure that you put something in the comments on what you do, especially if I haven't covered it, that'd be great. So for me, the first thing I will do is clean my machine. And I take apart the throw plate, I get in there with a brush and I clean it out really well. Before I do any of that, of course, I unplug it, so make sure you're being safe. I also wipe it down, clean out any debris. I make sure everything is dust-free as possible, because that's not always possible. I change my needle, I oil my machine, but only do that if your machine requires oil. Some machines don't, so make sure you know. And I also wind a bunch of bobbins, so I'm ready and I don't have to worry about stopping to put a new bobbin on and fill it and all that. I like to have a bunch all ready to go. And did I mention changing the needle? Change the needle. Change the needle, everybody. Please, it will make your life so much easier. The next thing I do is set up my pressing station. And this will look differently depending on the projects I'm working on. If they're smaller projects, they would just be on my table. I have a pressing board here, and I have a wool mat, and I just keep it right here. But it might be the entire ironing board, depending on what you're working on. I also get my iron ready. I fill it with water. I use water. I know a lot of people don't. I do. So I can fill it with water. I get all of the stuff I need around, like my clapper, parchment paper, whatever it is I need, I get that ready to go. Next, I work on my cutting area. So I try to break it up into stations. I find that works best, especially in my mind. So for the cutting station, I'll make sure that my rotary cutter blades are changed and ready to go and cleaned up. I gather up my favorite rulers or whatever rulers I'll be working with. And I also get a container for scraps that I put nearby just so I can have a place that I can put them in as I cut. I also gather up tools. Now I have a cart, one of the carts that rolls, and I'll fill up the top of that with pins, clips, if I need glue, my snips, marking pencils, whatever it is I need, go into that, and that way I can roll it around where I need it. Now, it's not really a comfortable sewing day if it's not cozy, right? So I like to make it very cozy for myself. Some of the things I do is make sure I have something comfortable on. I mean, I even have been known to sew in my jammies. Something comfortable and cozy that I can move around in and just feel really good. So maybe your favorite sweatpants. You don't have to look beautiful, nobody's gonna see you, unless you're on YouTube. But nobody's gonna see you, so you can just be comfortable and cozy and ready to go. Now, I sew barefoot. Some people don't. I know that's a whole thing too. I do, so I like to keep a pair of slippers nearby, so when I'm up walking around, I'm comfortable that way too, especially in the winter. You could also open a window, turn on a fan, maybe put on your favorite podcast. You could even set up your iPad, or if you have a TV in your sewing room, put on your favorite show. I love the shows that I know every word to, like Friends or Big Bang Theory or something like that, that I can just half watch, but not completely watch. This is also a great time to do Christmas in July. Movies, I think it's the Hallmark Channel has all their movies out already, so you can watch some of them. They usually are pretty mindless, but good and entertaining, and they'll get you into the Christmas spirit. You could also put on some Christmas music. That's an idea. And you know what? I think I might do that. Also, you want to fill your water bottle or whatever drink of choice. Have a non-messy snack that you can just, eat and not mess up your project. Now, two other things that I do. One, I let everybody in the house know that I'm going to be sewing for the day. That means they're on their own for meals, or we're going to plan to do takeout, and we're going to have that plan into place ahead of time. So important. Also, if you can arrange for any pets that need to go out or anything like that, make sure somebody is in charge of that so you're not interrupted in that way, if you can. Also, the last thing, put your phone on Do Not Disturb, because my biggest distraction, at least, is the phone. I will get on there, I'll start scrolling, I'll come up with ideas, I'll start watching videos, I'll do all kinds of stuff, and then I never get any sewing done. So keep that in mind, put it on Do Not Disturb, and maybe even put it across the room. I hope you enjoyed these tips. This is what I do. I have a lot of fun with it. I think it's important to have a space and time set aside for sewing, especially with the holidays, and hopefully you put them on your calendar, those big sew days. This is perfect for that. I have a downloadable list, a checklist, that you can get on my website on the blog for Christmas in July 2025 under day 16. It'll be there. You can download this, and it's a whole bunch of checklists that you can use, and you can make a couple copies, print out a few, and put them in with your sew day material so you can be ready to go. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you take some time to sew. I'll see you real soon. Bye.